So you can bind to other form elements, besides the ones that we have been looking at. You can bind to either input buttons or button elements. When you bind an input where you've got the type is equal to button, um, it's actually going to utilize whatever text that you have specified on the button itself. So you don't really have control over the text that goes on the button. If you use the button element, then you do have control over what text goes on to the button. So even though this is using the team ID, we want at model name to display on the button. Now, the downside of using the button element is that you cannot use ASP4. So you'll notice that we had to spell everything, kind of spell it all out, whereas up here we just use ASP4. Okay, so which one is better? It doesn't really matter. It's whichever one you prefer, although personally, I prefer to have the name spelled out. I like to have control over the way my buttons display. And that's just a personal preference. Both of these types of buttons can post data. So it's really up to you which one you would want to use. You can also bind to a hidden field. So if there is data that you want to persist and you don't want to save it as session data or anything like that, you can actually hide it. And then when you post your form, that data gets posted too. So you can see in this little example, we have 3 pieces of data that are hidden. When the form posts, each one of those will be posted as well.